Hey there guys, welcome back to Victor Vector's Garage. Today we're going to be removing the front bumper off of the Jeep JLU Project Piplup. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This should be a very similar removal process from 2018 through current. So let's go ahead and jump through the process and show you guys how to remove this. You're going to need the following tools. You're going to need a trim removal tool, you need a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch socket wrench. You may need a breaker bar, a 7, 8, and a 13 millimeter socket, as well as a 16 millimeter socket, an 18 millimeter deep socket. If you don't have one of those, a 3/4 will also work. Now, additional tools that you can have that aren't necessary but do make it a little bit smoother and faster, an impact bit driver, as well as an impact gun, a swivel socket, and then also your adapters. Okay, for this first step, we're going to be removing the air dam. So what we're going to need is a trim removal tool or a pry tool. I like to use the steel one for this because it just has a little bit better ability to get in, a little bit more rigid. And you'll also need an 8 millimeter socket. You can either run this with an impact or with a wrench. So you're going to have 2 bolts located here in the bottom, along with 8 of these clips that need to be popped out. So first we're going to go ahead and remove those 2 bolts. And then for the clips, what you're going to want to do is there's 2 portions here. You're going to want to kind of get in between them, and it'll pull out the outside portion, and then the entire thing should pull through. And if it doesn't pop out the inner portion, you can go ahead and also pry that out. So essentially what you're doing, this is the piece that you're separating. So what you want to first do is you want to pop the top piece out, and that allows for this inside piece to be able to then be pulled through. So we're going to repeat that on the rest of them. So that gets the air dam out of the way. All right, with the air dam removed, next we're going to remove these 2 bolts. We're going to use a 16 millimeter socket. You can either use an impact or a wrench. And then you're just going to lift it out and it'll remove. Okay, next up, for ease of access to the electrical connector that's right underneath the top air dam here, I'm going to go ahead and remove this air dam. It's going to require 2 of these plastic retention devices to be removed, as well as 6 more along the front bumper. So we're going to go ahead and pop these off. Again, I'm using my little trim tool here. What you can do is get underneath the lip here and then separate again the top piece from the bottom and then pull that out. So essentially what you're doing is you have these 2 little grooves here. I'm going to work my way in here and I'm going to pop this guy up. Not necessarily have to remove it, but that's what happened. And then that'll allow this guy to be then pried out from inside the bumper. So we're going to repeat that on the other 7. Okay, with those all removed, you should be able to remove that plastic air dam. Okay, with the air dam removed, what we're going to then do is unplug this connector. We first need to pop the yellow tab backwards away from the connector, and this should allow us to be able to then separate this. So this one's a little bit different than other connectors. So what you're going to do is you're going to first pull back on the yellow tab, and then you're going to be sliding the gray shield up like so until it clicks, and then at that point it should be able to pull out of the connector. Now you may have this little piece of tape that's covering the bolt for protection of the connectors and the wires. We're going to go ahead and remove that, and I'm going to go ahead and set that onto the side, so if I decide I can reinstall that afterwards. All right, next up we need to remove these 2 nuts here on this side. There's 2 on the opposite side of the frame rail, as well as mirrored on the passenger side. So we're going to go ahead and remove those. They are an 18 millimeter and they'll require a deep socket. If you don't have an 18 millimeter, a 3/4 inch socket should also work. All right, so with the electrical harness disconnected, as well as the bolts and the frame horns removed, we are ready to remove the bumper. As you pull this away, you want to make sure, in case you have any additional wiring that may not be highlighted in this video, so that it does not get damaged. Actually, might need to maneuver it a little bit to get the bolts a little bit free by the bottom. And there you have it. So that frees up the bumper. So that gets the bumper fully removed. However, if you are planning to swap out the bumper, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to pull the harness and the fog lights out of the factory bumper in the case that you decide that you want to run those on your aftermarket bumper. So that'll be the next step that I will go ahead and go into. All right, so one last thing that we have to remove is the frame horn supports. So it's going to be 1 bolt on either side. We're going to use a 16 millimeter socket. Go and remove these, all 4, 2 on each side. All right, so next up we want to remove the fog lights as well as the harness for the fog lights. So what we need to do is remove this trim bezel on both sides. So we've got a total of 6 of the plastic trim retention devices. So we're just going to go ahead and pry those guys out, remove them. And we should be able just to remove the back trim bezel panel. And then we can go ahead and disconnect our fog light here. So we're just going to go ahead and squeeze the back here. That will release the tension and pull that free. Then go ahead and repeat that on the other side. Then what we're going to do is get a 7mm socket. We're going to go ahead and remove the fog light from the bumper. And that'll be those 4 screws. Fog light then pulls through. The fog light is removed. All right, so to be able to remove the fog light harness from the bumper, what you're going to have to do is remove the steel inner structure from the plastic outer structure. You're going to need a 13mm socket, and you're going to need to remove 8 nuts total. With these removed, you should be able to separate the inner metal skin from the outer plastic, like so. So unfortunately, there are a bunch of clips on the back side here inside the inner plastic skin versus the outer plastic skin. So what's going to be required is that I'm actually going to have to separate the 2 skins to be able to get in there and be able to remove that harness. So what we can do with the metal skin out of the way, we can go ahead and move our recovery points out of the bumper, and then we're going to need our 7mm again. So for the sake of ease, I'm going to go ahead and just separate the 2 skins completely. So we'll go ahead and work our way around. All right, I believe that is everything. So we can then separate the inner and outer skin, and we have access to the harness there. Now what we'll do is we'll come through with our pry tool, and we'll go ahead and pry off all the different Christmas tree locations. And then with those all removed, we'll go ahead and fish the electrical back through. And now we have the fog light harness completely removed from the bumper. It's ready to be put back on the Jeep to be able to support any aftermarket bumpers that you may be purchasing. Now, say that you just had to get into the bumper, replace that harness, you want to put it back on. You're basically going to then reverse the steps that we went through. You're going to reinstall all the fasteners, put your fog lights back in, put in the recovery points, put the steel back in, and button it all back together. And then you'll be able to throw it back on the Jeep and be good to go. Alrighty guys, so that's going to wrap it up for how to remove the bumper from a JL body style Wrangler. So that'll be from 18 to current. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it was informative and it showed you exactly what you need to do to be able to remove the bumper and get down to the internals of the bumper to remove or replace, even up to the fog light harness. If you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section down below. For those of you that are returning subscribers, I appreciate you guys. For anyone new to the channel, if you're liking the content that I'm uploading, please think about subscribing. It would help my channel grow. So with that guys, we are VictorVectorGarage. We are taking on these builds and the trail of both direction and magnitude. All right guys, have a good one. Catch you next time.